Hello, friends. I'm going to trick it up. Welcome to my patio. Today, as promised, I have decided to take our weekly cooking out to the Blackstone, and I think you're going to love this one. Now, I have to preface this with a couple things, as always. I'm Julie Brinkley, Motivation with Brink on Facebook or Instagram, or Julie Brinkley on Facebook. Find me if you're not my friend. Reach out to me. I post lots of inspiration and lots of recipes all throughout the week. So if this is something that you've been needing to add to your health routine, then this could be a great start for you. Now, I have a couple rules for myself, and that is it has to be quick and easy. It has to be family friendly, okay? Because I feed a family. Yes, I want it to fit my 5-in-1 plan for weight loss, but here's my disclaimer. Even if you don't need to lose 1 single pound, these recipes can be some of your new favorites, okay? And for long-term health and vitality, this is a great way to start transitioning. So before we go any further, I am going to do one recipe that is by the book. There's a recipe, it'll be posted later, called Italian meaty casserole. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be reminiscent of like shepherd's pie, okay? No potato involved though. And then we're gonna do another quick and easy on the Blackstone. And the reason it's important for me to do a quick and easy on the Blackstone is I want you to embrace that healthy eating doesn't have to be quite so technical. When you make the transition to healthy eating forever, then it begins to look really simple. Vegetables, adequate protein, adequate lean protein, preparation methods using wonderful healthy fats and condiments that make it satisfying, okay? Those are the things we're gonna focus on today. So, before we get going any further, I did brown my lean ground beef inside. I could have done it on the Blackstone. It would have been a little messy to pick it up and those kind of things, but we are going to get started on a cauliflower fried rice that I think you're going to love. It is one of our staples in our family. A couple things you're thinking of. Okay, well, no rice. Okay, so don't leave me because of that. We're going to do cauliflower rice, but we're going to make it really interesting and exciting for you and your family. And it might actually be your new favorite way to have it. I will tell you in advance, I do have a young person at home, a young person that doesn't necessarily need to monitor his carbs. However, it isn't the end of the world for young people to understand different types of carbs and what that does in their body and how to not limit those, but use them in moderation and be smart with it, okay? And then they never have to worry about being overweight as adults. I am using the lean, the thin cut chicken breast today. I'm gonna go ahead and get this chicken on the Blackstone ready to go. How are you guys doing this week? In Texas, we were about to have rain, and I was so bummed because I was like, oh, I totally was going to take cooking outside today. Again, I apologize if the sound is loud. You know, I'm really cooking, okay? That part is not for show. We're going to put, it's about 2 pounds of chicken. 2 pounds of that lean chicken breast are in already cooking up on a Blackstone seasoned grill, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to getting the veggies on here. Now guys, what veggies do you normally see in fried rice? You see peas and carrots. Oftentimes like frozen peas and carrots. How not healthy is that, okay? Peas, carrots, corn. All 3 are not approved on 5-in-1. Are they vegetables? Sure. Are they higher on the, oh yes. Please come to the Blackstone, Ira, anytime. You are gonna love knowing how can you replace those higher carb, starchy vegetables like corn, carrots, and peas, okay? So today what we're gonna do, and these are some of my favorite ones to use. They're not the only ones I've used. Sometimes we do, I am just using a little light olive oil to get the grill nice and going. It is a good seasoned grill, so it should be fine, but I still don't want any sticking. So I'm gonna use, again, I want color. I want that same festive color that we get from cauliflower, from regular fried rice. So we're gonna add summer squash and zucchini. We're gonna get this going on that side. Now the other thing that I kind of tricked it up a little bit and added was a little orange bell pepper. I am all about tricking out your mind on not feeling deprived. I also threw in some red cabbage here. I love that vibrant, good color. I also just really love cabbage, so that works. Could you eliminate that? For sure. The other thing, a lot of times, even just leftover broccoli, getting that green in there is a good one. So broccoli is a good one to add. We're gonna let these guys cook up. I got them turned down just a smidge. I missed you guys last week. I have had a roller coaster couple of weeks. Super blessed and with travel. That's my love language. Just ask my captain friend. He surprised me with a wonderful concert trip to Vegas. So this time last week, I was getting ready to go see Rod Stewart in Las Vegas, and that was super fun. And then we capped off a really wonderful week by running with a fabulous group of runners here in town that helped me complete the virtual Boston Marathon. It was a huge dream of mine just to get anything that signifies such an amazing race. And I'm not dogging on myself. I will never qualify for the Boston Marathon. So virtual meant you don't qualify to come run it in Boston, but you pay the entry fee, you map your run, you record your distance and your time, and you submit it, and they honor it as you completed the Boston Marathon. They also had some really fun things, like I could have mapped out all through Stephenville different counties that they run through in Boston. I didn't go to that trouble. But I did take the opportunity to invite, I don't know, about 25 friends, runners in town, to come and join me. And it really helped me. It helped me motivate other people to do hard things. And by that, I accomplished something really hard. So I was thrilled to get that behind me. So, as we move on, we're back on track to healthy eating. We won't talk about what I ate after that race, 26.2 miles. Actually, I didn't do too bad, but we will move on back to healthy cooking. Now, this chicken is not burnt, I promise. I've got a little seasoning coming off of my grill here. You see black right there. That's not burnt. A little extra flavor from my blackstone. Blackstone is a tricky business as far as like getting it seasoned just right and keeping it that way. But it's a super fun tool. If you love grilling outside, this takes it to a whole new level. Because we love doing breakfast out here, vegetable omelet, bacon is so amazing cooked on the Blackstone. Not that we can have it very often, but it does make it a great surface to prepare those types of things. So we're going to throw just a little bit of salt and pepper on these veggies. We've turned down the burner, so we're going to let this cook. I think the chicken is going to be ready very thin. Those thin cut chicken breasts do not take long. And if you can see here, look at this. Who hates eating vegetables? This is a great way to eat your vegetables. Even if you weren't making cauliflower fried rice, just come out here and on your Blackstone or on your grill, And sauteing up some of these vegetables together, it makes a beautiful way to get those required 3 half-cup portions of vegetable that you need on plan. So we're going to let that sit. I think we're ready to move back into our meaty Italian casserole. We're going to set this right here. So we've got ground beef. We're going to take, I am actually doubling this recipe, guys. You know me and my family. I want to have plenty, so we're doubling it. We're going to do, let's see, a little Italian seasoning again, some salt and pepper. Now this one, actually, the recipe states garlic salt. I added salt, so I'm not going to add garlic salt. I'm going to add just garlic. Another really fun tool, this squeezed garlic is super handy. You know I show you all the time my ginger. This is another variation of that. So this is ready. We're going to let this simmer. If you were inside at your cooktop, you would just let this simmer right here. Now I just used, excuse me, red gold crushed tomatoes. Now, you know, we talk about this almost every week, about marinara, spaghetti sauces, that sort of thing. You know what? I wonder if I could reach out to one special viewer. If you would bring me my bottle of water, that would be awesome. He's in the office watching, I hope. Anyway, I'll hopefully get that under control so I won't cough. So we've got this yummy, oh my goodness, just that right there, guys. This same meat combination could easily go into, thank you. I love having my captain home. That's really special. But I want you to know too, on this meat combination, simple, lean hamburger meat. I use the 90-10 combination, and garlic, Italian seasoning. I mean, this is an easy no-brainer. These are things you would have on hand all the time. Take a zucchini, split it in half like we did our chicken barbecue zucchinis not too long ago. And this would be a great stuffed zucchini dish, okay? So we're gonna just let that simmer a little bit when you are at home. I'm gonna pour it into a casserole dish. Again, I love saying casserole, and it's healthy, okay? Kind of a challenge sometimes, okay? A lot of our old school casseroles have way too many fats allowed, and so, put that down there. So this is gonna be that comfortable, oh, see, I was trying to give her the spot in the show. She's our only pet that has never made her appearance on a Cooking Live. That is our Roxy girl. She is 12 years old. She's the most precious thing ever. She's eating every single thing on this table and the blackstone before we even could turn around twice. So, other than that, we love her so much. I know, it is a great day in the neighborhood. You should come over for a quick lunch break. We've got great things cooking. So, now, meaty sauce. Ooh, hot, can't do that. Cannot pick up the casserole dishes beside the blackstone. That to be said, you guys do be careful if you do have a blackstone. If you're thinking about buying one, there are tons of YouTube videos on YouTube about blackstone and cooking. I'm even part of a Facebook page. I will tell you, it's hard to be on that Facebook page because there are a lot of unhealthy things to make on the blackstone as well. So target in your goals of keeping your healthy lifestyle and using the blackstone to do that. It makes a really fun way to cook. So I'm not going to move that, but I am going to move on to the next thing. And this is 4 ounces, I've doubled it, of ricotta, okay, ricotta cheese. You know that when we use ricotta cheese, it's a great way to not only feel indulgent, but you also get extra protein. And so this is a great tool for those of you that are like tired of so much meat. If you can't get down 5, 6, or 7 ounces of that lean protein. These are great little hacks to do that. To this, we're gonna add in mozzarella cheese. Again, a light mozzarella cheese. I'm reserving about a cup for on top. We're gonna add in 4 tablespoons of egg beaters, guys. I'm not even gonna do my own eggs. I'm gonna do egg beaters. Mix that in. And we needed 3 tablespoons for each recipe of Parmesan cheese. Again, Parmesan cheese is a great way to feel indulgent with cheese, that salty crunch on top, and not, you know, overdo it. Taking a peek at, so I'm just stirring this together. Now, I mentioned earlier, this will be reminiscent of like a shepherd's pie. I do actually have a shepherd's pie casserole that I might bring to you next week. But this is gonna be reminiscent of that type of dish. And I'm sorry, but there are some nights of the week, especially as we get into the fall season, that we just need some comfort food, okay? And so that egg is gonna add extra protein. The ricotta cheese is gonna add extra protein. Now, I will tell you, this recipe will be posted later on Beneath the Surface News. And when it is posted, I will have the accurate serving sizes and all for you. Remember, I doubled it, so yours might look a little different in volume. If that cutie little sous chef is back inside, if he could bring me a pot holder or a cup towel, that would be super helpful. Again, can't leave the blackstone, okay, because the beast, wherever she is, she's hiding now. She will eat every single thing out here without even thinking twice. So I'm just putting that cheese mixture on top of the meat mixture. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to dive into this. It's gonna be delicious. This also would be a really fun, you know, I cook a lot in the iron skillet. This would be a really fun dish to put into mini iron skillets. Individual servings of this would be really fun. I'm gonna top it off with that remaining mozzarella cheese. Auntie Joy, if you're still watching, oh, you're not listening. Cindy, you should text Dana and ask him if he'll bring me a cup towel. That would be great. So let's move on. Let's move back to our vegetables. Guys, this right here. Oh, look at that. Delicious. The color, it's vibrant, it's exciting, it's not diet food. We are just putting in healthy things to maintain a healthy life, a healthy body. So next thing up, we're gonna cook just like they would in a Chinese restaurant. There's gonna be a little egg. It's gonna be a nice added protein for us. So we're going to just use the blackstone here. Actually, I better do this first. My favorites, right out of the freezer section. I do take a minute to go ahead and microwave this for 5 minutes. I want it to go ahead and be cooked through. You could take the time to squeeze that out. The moisture a little bit would be great. This is 2 packages. Again, on plan, this combination together, 3 half-cup portions of vegetables, which might seem hard to get. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be delicious and so easy to get. Okay, so we're gonna just take a minute. I like for my cauliflower rice to not be mushy. I really want it to have kind of a seared edge. So we're gonna take a minute and put actually a little bit more salt on the cauliflower. And then in addition to, and here's the secret, guys. You guys know I'm a health coach. I have clients who prepare themselves lean and greens once a day and are losing tons of pounds. I tell you, by the time I get to you on Wednesday, it's like the best day ever, because on Monday, Tuesdays, I typically make contact with my clients as far as how was the week, how much weight did we lose, how do you feel, what's your progress, how's your movement, all those kind of things come up. And so by Wednesday, I'm like on cloud 9. I got another text today from a very special couple that have both lost 30 pounds. Guys, that's life-changing. That's life-changing. And what's most important is not the size of their clothes or how confident they feel now. What's most important is they are creating a tool belt of recipes and strategies on how to never have to be overweight again. And that's the magic. So we're gonna let this cauliflower continue to cook just a little bit. I don't think I'm going to get my captain to hear me. So I won't be able to show you this casserole dish that's over here on the side, but I will toss it in the oven and it will be finished for you in a picture later. But it's super yummy looking. So next step, we've got our cauliflower going, our veggies going. I'm letting this cauliflower sear on its own for just a few more minutes before I mix it in, okay, with those vegetables. So right now what I would probably want to do is I'm going to take the chicken, and you would want to cut it. Now you could cut this before. I'm probably going to need a cutting board to cut this. But you could cut it before, and that probably would have saved me some time in smaller strips or chunks. And I'll have to move that to a cutting board and cut that. I am going to show you one other quick tool. Oh, we're going to do a little egg. I told you that. So again, a seasoned blackstone is a happy blackstone. So make sure you're using a light olive oil to cook with, or even vegetable oil. Canola oil would work. And we're going to just take a minute to pour on these eggs. This is going to be a delicious way to not only, again, let's think about, sometimes eating healthy is all up here. And if we can make something look like something that reminds us of other dishes that maybe we feel that we can't have anymore, then this is a great way to do that. To me, I think this is so reminiscent of fried rice that I don't even miss fried rice anymore. I can have this and I get that same satisfaction. So we're just letting this egg cook right. And you see I poured it really slowly so that it wouldn't go all over the grill. And we want to let it cook just a little bit, and then go ahead and we'll kind of toss it over, and we'll cut this up and add it in as well. Now, if you are 5-in-1, you will want to be smart about divvying out the protein, okay? If you make this in a large portion, make sure that you hold back on the protein so that you be certain your portion includes the right amount of protein. Okay, this egg is going to be added in. We're going to take this now and combine all of these veggies. If you can see, I don't think, oh, you can see those now. I've added in all these veggies, these beautiful, vibrant colors of veggies to our cauliflower rice. Oh my word, guys, who is worried about dieting? This looks amazing, okay? We have to get that out of our head. We all diet, we all do. It is the big D word that nobody likes to talk about, but we all do it. We do it because you have to eat. It's nutrition. So quit thinking dieting is a bad word. Think, what is my diet? Is it made out of Little Debbie's and ice cream? Man, some nights it is. Do I have to get back on track? Sure. That doesn't matter if you're on track or off track. Your diet is your nutrition. So start thinking about it. Now, what I'm going to do is turn up this blackstone at this very last part. This is so beautiful. I just have to see if I can reach across the blackstone to show you this. Can you guys see that? The colors are amazing. If I fall in on the blackstone, we're in trouble. Okay, so we're going to combine this in. Again, if you were on plan, I would recommend you take your veggies, 3 half-cup portions, course, I'm guesstimating, okay? You're gonna put in your portion of chicken. I'm actually going to cut this when I have a cutting board. Just a few hang-ups with being out here in the patio. And topped with some scrambled yummy egg beaters. I did do the full egg beater. I didn't do the whites. And this is my other really favorite way to garnish things, guys, this little radish. Now, I'm not a big radish eater. Like, I wouldn't just dig into this radish and eat it, but I love topping it on salads. It's a beautiful way to garnish. And it adds just a little peppery crunch. Guys, this is what healthy should look like. If your healthy isn't looking like this, then follow me. Let's look at some recipes. Let's look at ways that you can change out things you've been eating with a new, different recipe. One thing I always talk to my people too is you guys see me come to you every Wednesday or most Wednesdays with 2 new recipes. Guys, real life doesn't look like that. I don't make new recipes 7 days a week or even 4 days a week. We find those things that we love and we rinse and repeat. We do them again and again and again. I was sharing with a client yesterday, try making some of these new favorites what your old comfort food used to be. I'll reveal that for myself. I raised my kids on those nights when dad was out flying and mom didn't have time to do anything. It was hamburger helper. Totally not healthy, right? But I guarantee you, my new food, my new replacement food is just as easy as that hamburger helper seemed to be easy, right? I was a busy mom. I thought I needed convenience, but I didn't need that packaged food, all of the sodium, the unhealthiness that came around with that. So now we have new things that are just like that convenient night food. So I hope that this is something you will add to your menu this week. I will get the recipe updated and on Beneath the Surface News. Don't forget, beneaththesurfacenews.com. Go to the 3rd page over on the crumb, and Sarah has all of the recipes. You can also check her Facebook page, Beneath the Surface News in the video archives, and see all the videos we've made in almost a year. We're not quite to our year anniversary, but we're close. And so I hope you've enjoyed this today. I hope in Texas, if you're watching from Texas, I hope we get some rain today. And if you have a Blackstone, take healthy food outdoors. Until I see you next time, be nice.